it was a great baseball game from a pitching and a defensive standpoint. I give all the credit to Minnesota. They did a good job. They got the timely hits. They were just a little bit better than us today. I mean, they made the plays and the pitches when they needed to. With the throw from right, and then second and third one out, they got us. And again, you just got to give credit to them. They're a great team. They're well coached, and I think you see that in a close game like that. So they did an outstanding job.
Any questions for Joe and Eric?
Joe, what made you so strong today? I mean, what was working for you?
Probably what worked for me the most. I could throw my off speed for strikes, not just one off speed. I could throw 2 or 3 off-speed pitches for strikes pretty much whenever I needed to. Don't have as much velo on the fastball. It's getting towards the end of the season, so I can rely on those off-speed pitches a little more. But I was still able to get ahead with my fastball when I needed to and get ahead of hitters, and that's probably the biggest factor in getting ahead, getting outs.
Eric, you had a strong day to play. How do you keep grinding and staying, mentally tough, when the balls are going your way, when you're on base? How did you overcome that strong day you did?
Well, I mean, we didn't really have a choice, It's win or go home, so no matter if I was getting hits or not, you can't give up on anything. You give up, the season's over, so you can't ever give up.
And as a player, man, I know it's still fresh, but it speaks to the season that you guys have where you tied the school record for wins, and you guys have a young team, there's lots to look forward to the future, but just, as one of the older players, what was the season like for you?
I mean, it was a great season. I feel for the seniors. We didn't get that last win for them, and we didn't get the ring. So it was a great season. Looking back on it, it was a lot of fun. I'm excited for next year, but it's going to stink for a while.
Yeah, I mean, we only have 3 seniors, and like Eric said, you feel for them. But we only have 3 seniors, and we're feel like we're bringing in some pieces that are going to help us for next year, but. It does sting, and it should sting if they care about it like they do and they have the passion for it. It is going to hurt. I think once we can step back from it a little bit and realize the type of season that we did have, and we really didn't wind up beating ourselves. We were just a little bit shy. It's hard because we the last game at Michigan State, we get thrown out at home on a 2-out base hit, very similar, head first slide tag. And then, not that ended our Big Ten season, but that would have helped us. That would have gotten us maybe that one other win, and then today as well. So, but again, you got to give credit to the teams that have stepped up. We are excited about the guys returning, and they have to realize that we just got to get a little bit better, and that starts today, tomorrow, through the summer, fall, winter, and. It should be. It was a great team to coach because there was a tremendous trust level there, and that should even be strengthened going into next season.
Minnesota came into that game with momentum. They beat Ohio State on the crowd here. Speak to how good Joe was today. To get the team in as long as he could. To shut down their bats and then really just grind it out.
And he did an outstanding job. I mean, to keep them off balance. They are a good offensive club. I know maybe they didn't have the offensive numbers, statistically, but you saw what they did first game today, what they're capable of, and Joe kept them off balance. He's throwing 4 pitches for a strike. It was just a shame. I mean, every pitch that he made, too, was a pressure pitch because we couldn't score a run for him. He shut out Minnesota, up at Minnesota for our only win up there. The difference being that we had, supported them and had 7 or 8 runs. Today was a little bit more pressure packed for him, and he still did the job. I could have left him in there to have him maybe get out of that situation, but I knew that his pitch count was up, and I thought only fair to him and to us to put in someone that was a little fresher and try to get a strikeout in that situation, pop up or obviously a ground ball to somebody would have helped, but he did a tremendous job today.
Just kind of going off what Coach Anderson said, with the Big Ten up and up, with the facilities coming around you guys next year, and how are you guys going to lead the Columbus, with the Big Ten tournament here, with the job that they do, with the job that the Columbus Sports Commission does, and just the big picture of things. How proud are you of the conference that you're seeing?
It's an up and coming conference. I think what we have against us is the way that they pick teams for the NCAA tournament. They say that the RPI is just one of the tools that they use, and there's no way. They use that as the main, sometimes only tool. And until that changes, it's going to be really tough for Northern conferences to get any respect, because there's several teams in this league that I would feel very confident sending out and playing on a national level at this time of year and do well. But the way that the RPI is set up, it's totally unfair to teams that are playing their first 20 games on the road, trying to build an RPI early in the season. Sometimes only playing 16 to 18 home games when schools down south are playing twice as many as that. So we've got the deck stacked against us. We know it's part of the equation now, but it doesn't mean that we can't try to change it. But the Big Ten Conference, with the Big Ten Network, I think now with the Big Ten Tournament being in Columbus and a place like Huntington Park, they do an outstanding job. It gives us a great way to showcase, our players, our talent, our conference, and I think there's Michigan State's put money into their facility. Really, everybody I think is making some kind of improvement. So this conference is only going to get stronger. But we need something to be able to get ourselves on a national stage, and something has to change, because right now we're getting shut out of the College World Series, access to the NCAA tournament, and we have to do something different. Otherwise, it's going to be more of the same.